On this week's episode, we talk about sheep detectives.
And on the pop culture news of the week.
This week we got to see Sheep Detectives, which is now streaming on
Amazon
Prime
Video.
Mm-hmm. And this one, the trailer got my attention because of the just bizarre match between like who's writing it and who the cast is and what the story's about. So this is from Craig Mazin. Well, it's an adaptation of a German book, but it's the screenplay is written by Craig Mazin, who did Chernobyl and Last of Us, like heavy hitting stuff.
Which is clearly not a one trick sheep.
No, yeah, not a one trick anything. And then for the cast, we have Emma Thompson, a goddess, if you will. We have
Hugh Jackman.
We have Bryan Cranston, and then we have Julia Louis-Dreyfuss and what's his name? Patrick Stewart, and is it Roy O'Dowd, the Irish guy?
Who's the Irish guy?
He's one of the sheep, obviously.
Is Shrek? No.
No. He's
American.
Oh gosh.
IT Crowd.
Yeah, IT Crowd. That Irish guy. Brett Goldstein twice. Regina Hall. Chris O'Dowd. That's his name.
Chris O'Dowd, yes.
Rice Darby. Bella Ramsey. So this like phenomenal cast. And then what is the movie about? It's about a flock of sheep who solve the murder of their shepherd.
Yeah.
In this teeny little English town. So it's just, I was watching the trailer like, the heck is happening here? And yeah, that's it. Some sheep. It's like the most, even though it's a German book, I don't know if this is like the way the adaptation worked, but it's just so English. It's like very English, traditional story of like small, comfortable English town, and then murder strikes. But then also sheep. It's such an English thing. Like William Shakespeare's father was involved in a wool smuggling operation. There's a Wallace and Gromit about smuggling sheep. So like sheep and crime, this is in the British DNA. Anyway,
it was
Sheep Detectives.
Yeah, it was funny. It was fun. It is. Is Mason British?
I don't think so.
But it was very, very, very entertaining. It's we don't know. We never read the book. So is he British?
I'm looking.
So we never read the book, so we don't know. Maybe it takes a lot of expansion because
he's American.
He's American. Because I assume, is that a children's book?
I would think so. I have no idea because this one. It's originally a German book, and I mean, who knows what they're doing?
Germans don't do children's books. Anyways,
I mean they do, but like I guess the concept of what makes good children's material, I think, is different.
Isn't there like that? You have Red Hiding. No, what's it called?
Yeah, Little Red Riding Hood.
Red Hiding Hood, and you have like the German version is like the guy opens the wolf.
Yeah.
And cuts. It's everything. There's more great.
All the Grimm fairy tales.
Yes.
Like all these classics that are like beloved, and like Disney kind of dressed them up a little bit, and then you go back and read the Grimm version. And that's Grimm, all right.
The German version is like whoa.
Jeez,
but anyways,
guys.
But this one, we didn't read the book. We don't know how it expands. If it's a children's book, it definitely double check real quick if it is, because this one it definitely expands on. It's not. It is PG-13, right? No, PG, right?
It's gotta be PG.
It's PG, but I feel like the little complexities they step up. They make it a very compelling, interesting story for children and adults alike. The great cast, very very good job. We have they found a reason for Hugh Jackman to sing, like a 3-second moment he sings. And it was a single book, a collection.
The single book, bestseller, translated in 30 languages.
Okay.
It doesn't. It was 68 pages. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's super marketed to children. 368 pages.
So it's a young adult book. And that explains how they have some complexities. It's not like, the Zach, what's the book? Zach Shazam. What's his name? Zach? Eli? No. What's his name? The Shazam guy.
Oh yeah, Zachary Levi.
Levi. That Zach Levi. He has a book about a crayon. Then I think it's like what 30 pages.
Oh
book?
yeah, Harold the Crayon.
Yeah, and they made a movie.
Harold and the Purple Crayon.
They expanded.
There
It was like
Yeah.
yeah. So this one has a little bit more complexity, which makes sense. It's not a short book for kids. But anyways, was really fun, really entertaining. What else can I say about it? It has heart. It's
It gets emotional. I enjoyed it. Our kids loved it.
It has a bad guy that is a bad guy, and there's no explanation for. I mean, the explanation to the bad guy is that he's a bad guy. It's not like unnecessary or over convoluted origin story to justify why the bad guy is a bad guy. It's just a bad guy because some stories you need a bad guy to teach children and adults alike that there's evil in the world, and there's selfish people and there's all that. So.
Yeah. There's tremendous potential for some like very cliche slapstick cornball stuff happening, and I feel like they mostly avoided it.
Yeah.
Where we have like the animal actors. I thought it was very good.
Because they're sheep. They're not dumb. No, that doesn't make sense in Portuguese. Because one of the things we say in Portuguese is it's like one synonym for dumb is donkey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you say when I say
okay.
sheep,
It's a
they're
sheep,
not dumb,
not a
they're not a
donkey.
donkey.
I get
it loses its in translation, but it's funny. How funny?
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Am I? Anyways, anything else about this one? Fun fact: I've been calling Hugh Jackman all this time. I say huge Ackman, and it
really?
sounds the same.
It does.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. No. Hugh. Actually, sorry.
I know. But
Jackman.
yeah, but I'm saying huge Ackman, and if I didn't say anything, nobody would notice.
You bamboozled us all.
I gotcha. Okay. Anything else about the Sheep Detectives?
Sheep Detectives? No, this is a cute one. I think
how
it's
long
worth
it
a
is?
watch. An hour and 49 minutes.
So short and sweet.
Yep.
Not unnecessary. Stretching past 2 hours.
No, yeah, no, I felt like it was all very nice. It was very nicely done. Again, cannot speak to it as an adaptation whatsoever.
Yeah, PG.
But
And
as a movie,
it's funny.
it was enjoyable.
It's fun. Everybody there is doing a terrific job. Yeah.
Yeah. So our daughters really enjoyed it. Our 7-year-old is growing out her bangs, and right now they just come past her eyes. And there's a sheep that has wool in front of his eyes. It's voiced by Bryce Darby. And so she's been walking around like that. I'm like, hey, I'm like wool eyes. So there's something for everyone.
Yes.
Something.
So the Sheep Detectives is available on Amazon Prime Video. You should check with your children, with your family.
Yes. And next up was a different one. This is an older one from Angel called Bonhoeffer. Pastor, spy,
Bonhoeffer.
assassin.
Bonhoeffer. He's German.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like sometimes they were saying Bonhoeffer, Bonhoeffer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You actually studied German.
I mean, I would say Bonhoeffer, and I think I never had the feeling that they say Bonhoeffer.
Bonhoeffer.
I guess it can, depending on how the person speaks. It stretches. Anyways, directed by Toby. What's his name?
Ooh, good question. Todd Kamarnicki.
He's starring
Jonas Dassler.
He who is German. I was.
Oh, nice. It's funny. The accents all sounded
surprised.
really good,
Yeah.
but it's. I'm looking through the IMDb and they sounded good because they're all German, or at least have German names.
This one is based on a true story set in World War II, but the movie expands a little, if not a lot, before World War II, because is a big chunk of this guy's what's his Dietrich Bonhoeffer. He's a chunk of his life story. So a little bit of his growing up and the family and when he was a kid and he lost a brother during World War I, which tells. That alone tells us a lot about Germany, on how Germany, the effects of World War I in Germany, in some of the families. Anyways, so and he's growing up. He's religious background, and he becomes a seminary
Yeah, he goes to
student.
seminary.
He comes to America, and then there's a lot of knowledge is power. Knowledge changes you, and coming in all the religious knowledge all coming to America, and the different things we have here.
Specifically in America, at this School of Theology in New York, he meets a young black man named David Johnson, who's also a theology student. And the actor's name is David Johnson. Forgive me. The character's name is Frank Fisher. Frank takes him to jazz clubs, and he takes him to church in Harlem, and he gets introduced to like gospel music and this like really vibrant, vivid, like passionate way of living the gospel and of worshiping. And he's like, this is incredible. Like, we need this in the German church. This is unbelievable. But then also Frank takes him down to Washington, D.C. He doesn't want to go further south than that, but he takes him a little bit in the south so he can see what is happening and what black people are facing and some of this injustice and everything. And he's like, wow, I can't imagine this happening in Germany. Like, oh, well. And his friend tells him, like, hate looks a lot of different ways. And anyway, so he has this, like, really formative experience in America. So then, and seeing this, like, the cruelty and injustice that's happening there, but also the way people are living the gospel. Then he comes back to Germany and sees the church. And, like, while he's been gone, Hitler gets elected, and the Nazi party is like becoming more powerful, but also the German church is like getting super on board with it, and he just can't sit by and let that happen.
Yeah, and it's and he's active on doing things to stop what he considers and what actually was wrong about this thing.
Yeah.
And the movie is called can you go back?
Pastor, Spy, Assassin.
Pastor, Spy, Assassin. So we see the rise of the pastor. He learns more. He starts preaching, and he tries to use the gospel and the scriptures as a weapon for change. And that doesn't quite work very efficiently, because he's going against the machine, the church, as a machine, as an organization, and he's sort of alone. So
and there are people who believe him and are on his side, but by this point in the story, like the Nazi party is powerful enough, and Hitler's like enacted and changed their society so much that like the Gestapo is rolling up, and whenever pastors speak out, the Gestapo rolls up and takes them out. And there's even a new Bible. I did not know this, but the Nazi party like wrote...
Is that a fact? Did you check?
Oh, I should double check that.
Yeah.
But apparently the Nazi party wrote like a new Bible and like added commandments about obeying the Fuhrer and took out all the icky Jewish parts and all this stuff. Their words, not mine. And
so, yeah. So he goes against the machine. The church is being dominated, invaded, pressured by the Nazi party. So they fell and they obey. So he tries preaching, and that kind of works, but not good enough. And then he starts doing things underground, and that comes the spy thing, and he tries to help people and to try to change things on an undercover way, in a covert way instead of overt.
Overt.
Yeah.
Including working with his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Played by one Flula Borg.
Yeah.
In an unexpected, very dramatic.
Doesn't make a single joke.
Yeah. Nothing silly.
Yeah.
Very silly moment. In fact, quite emotional. This is a real thing that happened during the 30s and 40s. They tried to I'm not going to try to say that word. Anyway, they tried to remove all the Judaism from Christianity. So they got rid of the Old Testament, totally rewrote the New Testament, and...
Totally rewrote?
Well, heavily rewrote is the word here.
Okay.
Made Jesus an Aryan hero, and added 2 commandments, including stuff about keeping the bloodline pure.
Wow.
And they had a lot of support from theologians and professors and things like that. So... yeah, he was anybody who objected to this was going against like all of the establishment, the government, the church, and everything else, and it was a lot.
And that was what's his, they mentioned the name of the church at the end. It was a Methodist.
It's the Lutheran church.
Lutherans,
Yeah.
Lutherans.
Martin Luther was
Because
German.
Catholics were having other issues too. So
For sure.
but then he tries to fight all he can with the help of his family, his brother-in-law, and it comes to a point that he does what several other people tried. Valkyrie Project was another one, and there's another one I can't remember. They try to hey. This guy, putting in nice words, this guy is the freaking devil. We need to kill him.
And there's a whole crisis of conscience. Like, I don't want to take a life.
Yeah.
But look at what this man is doing. And like, I don't know, kind of like Nephi and Laban.
Yeah.
Book of Mormon, it's a whole thing. Like, but if we let him live, how many more people are going to die and suffer spiritually and physically? Like, anyway.
It's the whole old debate. The ancient and history debate is like, would you go back in time and kill the baby Hitler? They come to a point that's like, this has to be done. And they come up with a plot and they execute. And the movie. I mean, it's not a spoiler, it did not work.
Yeah.
But the movie comes.
But the storytelling is good enough
that,
like, I'm still on the edge of my seat, like,
yeah.
Are they maybe? Yeah, I know. Like you said, we know exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah, no. Suspense of disbelief is properly used here.
Yeah.
And the movie works in flashbacks from I can say current time, from the latest time in Bonhoeffer's life to the earliest time when he was a kid, and then back to the latest time, and then when he was starting seminary in New York, and then it keeps coming back and forth until the movie, the story catches up. And we are all together at the latest time of his life. And what suddenly happened to him, he was arrested by the regime, and he was executed. Until the very end, carrying his Bible. And there's this very interesting moment. There's a parallel to what happened to Jesus. I mean, besides the execution, but there's a centurion. There's a Nazi soldier he kind of sides with him, not enough to free him, but he gives his Bible.
Did what he could.
Yeah, he gives his Bible to him, and it's a very very well done movie. It's a very good story. It's a story of someone that resisted when things got super dark, and he trusted his faith and his family and friends, and did his best, and it didn't quite work the way he wanted it, the way he thought it would, or maybe it did. On the eternal perspective, you don't know. Maybe that was supposed to be his part of the plan, and now he's teaching lessons to us, to his story, to his life. In the movie, there's a card saying that the church apologized, right?
Yes.
Yeah. For
their role in aiding the Third Reich.
And Hitler died a couple weeks later.
Yeah, he was executed. Well, yeah.
He killed himself.
Huh? Yes, Hitler did.
Yeah. So anything else?
I was just skimming through a couple of reviews. Some people have questions about like the historical accuracy. They leave out big chunks of his life. Apparently he was actually engaged, and a lot of the letters like went back and forth between him and his fiancée. So big chunks of the biography get left out. And some
being on a seminary,
they also changed like the location of some things. Like there were things that happened. There's a couple lines that like were anachronistic. Like they mentioned the Eastern Front before it happened. So it's definitely, you run into this whenever you like make historical film and like take a big story and then try to put it into just like a couple of hours. Yeah. It doesn't seem like anything extremely egregious happened. They maybe like amplified some things. Apparently he wasn't as obsessed with gospel music as they make it out to be in this. He still really loved Lutheran hymns. But like, I'm not seeing anything that's like, whoa, falsification.
Yeah, no, it
here.
feels like it's the spirit of the thing is what he went through and his message.
Yeah.
Some other thing they might push it for the entertaining side because it is entertaining to see some fun music being played.
Yeah, and they definitely have a message they wanted to convey. But like, I don't know. I don't feel like
and also to contrast the differences, he was like super German.
Yes.
It comes to a super American religious thing, and they benefit from each other. They learn from each other. So I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. But one thing is oh geez, you were talking about, what was the first thing you talked about? Yeah, it was
historicity. I didn't think it was that bad. So a couple lines. Oh, like his fiance.
Oh, the fiance.
Yeah.
So I'm not familiar with some of the meanings of words in different religions, because some of religions use the same word for something that means slightly different things.
Oh,
Like fiance for some means bride, for some means someone you buy. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm talking about seminary, right?
Oh,
Seminary for Catholics mean you're gonna study to become a priest. Therefore, no relationship, no wife. Does that mean the same for Lutherans?
No, Lutherans. That was one of Luther's big one of his 95 theses. Well, I don't know if it was one of his 95 theses, but one of his reforms when he finally like, okay, fine, we can't change the Catholic Church. We got to break off and do our own thing. Was clergy could be married. And
so
in fact,
celibate.
he was a monk, and he married a former nun and was like very enthusiastic about marriage and marital activities.
Oh,
there's like these crazy letters. He was like, guys, this is amazing.
This was probably top of his list.
Yeah. No, it's actually very funny. He was also really passionate about music.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, seminary, it's really just the Catholics, I think, who have the whole celibacy thing. And, and that clearly has worked very well for them. And, anyway, yeah, no, Lutheran
just because you mentioned fiance, I was thinking it was related to that. But again, it wouldn't fit, because this was
no, Protestants are
this in the movie his love, it was his love for Jesus, for Christianity, for religion, for the truth, for his family, for his country, to add a love to a romantic love that didn't pay it off. It was okay. So yeah, but hey, he was married. You said he was engaged.
He was engaged. He was not married.
So yeah,
engaged.
Anyways,
I did also see people complaining about the nonlinear storytelling, but I feel like it was fine. There were plenty of visual cues. Like if you're paying attention, there's plenty of visual cues to let you know like what time period you're in. Like his hair, the lighting, the sets.
Yeah.
The contrast of war-torn Germany versus 1920s Harlem. I feel like, you could figure that out.
Colorful America in pale and gray Germany destroyed by war.
Yes, Germany between 1939 and 1945 was exclusively gray and blue. That's all the color that there was.
Yeah.
But I like how Mexico is yellow, maybe orange. That's just, I don't make the rules. That's just
that's
how these things go.
How the good sir intended, and by sir I mean the guy that came up with editing.
Cinematographers.
Anyways, Bonhoeffer, pastor,
spy,
and assassin. It's available on Daily Wire Plus. So if you're a subscriber, I don't know if it's available for non-subscribers, but if you are a subscriber, you should watch. It's a good movie. The Daily Wire is putting some movies, right? Other than the movies they produce, they put in movies from partners, from Angel. There's a couple.
This is another Angel Guild one, like we talked about last week. Yeah.
There's a horror movie, and there's a and of course there's documentaries. There's the Passion of the Christ is there. So Daily Wire Plus has movies. Again, I'm not sure if they have some stuff open for everybody, or if this is exclusive for subscribers. Either way, if you have a chance, you should watch. It's probably also on video on demand to buy and rent on other platforms, especially on Angel. So yeah, it's a good story. It's another great story of the best in mankind rising from the worst in mankind. You know, we have like Schindler, we have this guy, we have that other. What was the other one we saw not long ago? But anyways, there's several stories of people that they stood up when they were most needed. Bonhoeffer, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, his historian, he's part of World War II. It's available on Bonhoeffer, Pastor
Spy Assassin. Yeah.
Available on Daily Wire Plus.
All right, let's look at the box office first.
Before we get the box office, we saw a couple new trailers.
Oh, okay.
We saw the trailer for Dune 3, Part 3, whatever they call. It looks visually stunning. I think the departure he created on the second one, it was high. I don't know if you're gonna be able to keep what happens in the unless you killed some people. But anyways, it's still visually stunning. Everybody is back, even some people that shouldn't be because they died.
Babe.
Yeah.
Everything you say is like, oh, you haven't read the books, have you?
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying like for people that might not know, it's like, hey, but he died, but he's back. But
Yep.
Then,
I cannot express enough how weird the Dune universe gets. Like the first one is the most normal one.
You can call the people's cultures weird.
I can. With this one you can call weird. Like Frank Herbert, I don't know what's going on in that man's head, but holy guacamole. It just descends into more and more like bizarre and esoteric and strange. And like I couldn't even finish the last one. I am going to go back and finish Dune Messiah or Children of Dune. Which one comes third? Anyway, I got to go back and finish it, but like I had to take a break and be like what the heck is happening? But yeah, he's right. Like it seems from the trailer like they've kept a lot of the same, like we see a lot of points that happen and a lot of characters that show up, but departures have been made. And I think departures have to be made because the book that I read, I don't think anybody wants to watch that movie. At least not enough people to pay for what it would cost to make this movie properly.
The first movie was really, really, really close to the book.
I thought so. It was very well done.
And people loved it.
Departure theme. Yes, but the second and third book, as I say every time, the descent into bizarre weirdness, like the clones and the spice and like the religiosity and like Paul is horrific.
Yeah.
He's horrible. He kills trillions of people and thinks that Hitler is quote
Vader.
Cute. No, but like Vader's like he's compelling and you're also not really supposed to love him, but like we kind of love Paul in the first one.
But that's the thing with Anakin.
Okay, sure, but like you still have at least Star Wars. You have heroes that you can love, right?
Yeah.
Like we have Luke and we have Han and Leia.
Yeah.
Dune, nobody.
Okay.
They are all losing their minds. They're insane. Yeah. They are literal jihadists. His words, not mine. They're like it's like there's no.
He uses the word jihad.
He does. Oh. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna come up in the movie at all. Yeah, no. But like Paul's like, okay, now it's time for jihad, and that's what they call this war as they take over the galaxy, and like that's the most normal part. Like it is so bizarre and like really interesting thought experiments, interesting characters to explore. But again, multi-million-dollar movie? I don't think so.
Okay.
So yeah. And Duncan Idaho being there, that is the least weird thing in this movie.
Anyways, so we saw that, and it is I guess it's coming. What is coming?
Yeah, I don't remember, but just accept this is not going to follow the books, and just
the way he ended
I've let go of it, and I'm just going to enjoy. I feel like this is one you just have to enjoy this film for what it is, and enjoy the books for what they are, and they're the twin shell means.
That's the thing with adapting things. Only Peter Jackson can do it.
Emma Thompson did one that was people can do it. And people have done. There are a few very good ones. And the ones that are good, like, if you're going to make a whole bunch of changes, at least please make a good movie. Like, the Keira Knightley Pride and Prejudice, I don't think it's a very faithful adaptation. But it's a really lovely movie. It's a beautiful film. It's beautifully made. Your favorite? No. And there's a bunch of movies like that. Like, Disney's Tarzan, not anything like the book, really, at all. Probably for the best. But it's a really great movie. So, like... Okay, if you're going to make a departure, like, at least make something really worth watching. And maybe that's what this will be.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, but also talking about adaptations, DC announced and publicized a trailer for a new animation trilogy they will do for Nightfall, which is the comic book storyline where a Batman gets his spine broken by Bane, and there's a replacement Batman that turns out to be a psycho and like hating people too hard and killing people, and all the mess that goes. It was like probably 2 years of comic books on the Batman line of comic book. It was Batman, the Knights of Gotham, Robin, Nightwing, all the books are involved. So they posted this new the trailer for this animation. There will be in 3 parts. The first part will be called, I guess it's Nightfall Part 1. That's how Bane kills Batman. He breaks Ark and all the villains escape, and Batman work hard to bring them all back, and that put him in a state of exhaustion, mental and physically, and Bane takes advantage, and it's we'll see. It looks okay. I can double check. I think it's Jason O'Mars. The voice is Batman. Maybe I'm wrong. The Joker is definitely someone new. It doesn't sound like Hamill or one of the DiMaggio or one of the other guys.
Oh, good grief.
It's called Nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's coming.
Oh, it's Gordon. Anson Mount.
Oh, it's Anson Mount. Yes,
okay.
Captain
Pike
on Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
He was on Marvel playing what's his bucket? The King of the Inhumans. Dark Gray.
That's right.
I completely forget now. But anyways.
Yeah.
And who's the Joker?
I'm looking. He's not actually here.
Should be.
Okay, well, he's not. You're welcome to look more. Hey, that's the whole page.
That's it?
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, there's more people, definitely.
Yep, there are more people. People made this film. People did the voices.
Wow. Well, that might be... Jean Paul is going to be played by Pablo Schreiber. It's that guy. He plays a soldier in things.
Mm. Oh, yeah, he does have a soldier face.
Yeah, and he plays Master Chief. Is that a guy?
I think so. I've never played Halo.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, talking about adaptations and how it's screwed up. DC Animations, they grab like some really cool material and they like excite people and so yes, and they're gonna do it, and then like getting close past the second act and close to the third act, they change things. It's like, wait a minute, and more than once they kind of screwed up and but this is gonna be 3 parts. Maybe they get it right.
I think it's promising. I mean, there have been some disappointments, but overall DC animations have been pretty good.
Yeah, oh yeah, much better than Marvel. Marvel doesn't do anything actually.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Spider-Verse, which is taking like a decade to finish.
Well, because they keep making other really good movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. As a matter of fact, Phil Lord and Chris Miller were producers on the Ship Detective, which we saw.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But anyways,
like all these guys are like usually who often do such heavy stuff. Like, let's just do something cute and fun.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Yeah, it pays the bills. It entertains
pays the bills
us.
a good time.
It's like someone asks, why don't you ever make movies for your kids? So,
that too.
I don't have kids. So why don't you have kids?
Because they're making movies.
And then they have kids. It's like, why don't you make movies for your kids? Anyways,
I have heard a few like action stars when I had to make something that my kids could actually see.
Oh yes. Yeah, The Rock made some grievous. I'm not even talking about Moana. I think it made some terrible things. The one that he's a tooth fairy. It's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's fun. It's entertaining. But it's like, why you guys made this? Yeah. So it's bad.
Because you want something that like your 3-year-old can actually sit and watch.
I don't think he had a kid back then. But anyways, Batman Nightfall. The trailer is out there. It's coming soon. And the latest on the trailer world. The latest trailer for Odyssey coming this next week. You're gonna watch it and tell you what I think about it. But the latest trailer is like. The dislikes numbers are like in the thousands. It's like, yeah.
I still think we gotta withhold judgment until you actually see it, simply because of Nolan's track record. It's such a strong track record. He deserves, at this point, he has earned the benefit of the doubt until we've actually seen the entire film.
Yeah.
Then we can judge it like crazy. But until then,
there's a new thing about Nolan on this movie. It's the first time actually he's involved in the music. It's the first time he gets credit for. I mean, maybe he did it before, but this time is actually in the credits. He's credited. Yeah.
It's Goranson doing the music, right?
Isn't Travis Scott?
Travis Scott does a song, the end credit song, but I think Goranson did the actual score.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so there's that. But we'll see. Yeah, it's yeah. Maybe his fails, and some they already confessed and assumed, like using regular English. He said, yeah, this is gonna bite me in the butt. But yeah, we'll see. Next week we're watching the Odyssey. We're watching several other Odyssey Iliad properties, and there's some good, there's some very questionable ones.
I would say there's a couple that were like, so far the Iliad adaptations I feel like have set the bar real low. There are a couple that were like, that was good. Okay, but one out of decades of movie making.
Yeah, well,
they managed to make one that was like, that was good.
The one in 1962, they barely knew how to use a camera.
In 1962? No, I've seen other movies from 1962. They're like, wow, dang, what a movie, what a film.
But Helen of Troy, it was okay. The main problem with some of these is like the focus, the departure from the book, and again adapting.
That's the problem. I'm not worried about.
It's like the book. It's mainly about the Iliad, two characters, Hector and Achilles, and there's some other characters, and there's the story that moves the plot and all that. And then they make a movie, Helen of Troy. It's like she has like 2 lines on the book.
Yeah.
And then they make a whole movie about that, about her. And with her, Paris, which is another character that's like almost secondary and has like very few lines. And then I guess with that old one, they created this tradition that's like, yeah, let's make a movie and a show and another movie and another show about these two sort of secondary characters in the books. Like the whole, in none of the versions you saw, there's this whole speech that Hector gives the truths, like, be men, save your city, your family. And this was like, and throw it in the trash.
That's the thing. My beef with these adaptations is not about like production quality, because some of these older ones, the sets are spectacular, right? Because this is back in the day where like, you want a ship, you got to build a ship.
Yeah.
You want a wall, you got to build the wall, and it truly visually stunning. But it's the writing, it's them as adaptations that
choices.
Yeah, I'm very tolerant of low production value. I watched and fell in love with Star Trek the original series before they remastered it. Like, I have a very high tolerance for crappy production value.
Hey,
but poor writing, there's nothing that can overcome poor writing.
In the 60s, that's how the future looked. So
did it look? You could literally see strings.
Is that how the future looked?
Like, here's the shuttle. Yeah. Oh no, the shuttle.
You want to see?
You want
to see streams? Let me get my streams. Anyways, moving on. Let's go to the news.
Okay, Obsession is past the $400 million worldwide mark.
I saw a picture of Obsession. I was like, I know this girl. I'm not obsessed with this girl. Okay. But I was like, I know this girl. She looks a bit. And I went to check. She's actually Sarah on Superman and Lois. She's the girlfriend, love interest from the boy, the Kent boys. I mean, one of them. Yeah. So I was like, oh, good for her. She was from a TV show. That wasn't bad, but her role was kind of. She was almost erased in the last season.
Very side.
In to this record-breaking movie.
Yeah, it's breaking all kinds of like box office records. So like, really good for them. Apparently the budget was below $1 million.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah,
it's dirt
huge.
cheap.
Wow.
Okay, Minions has brought in $61 million, and Supergirl went down 74%.
It actually they corrected the numbers, and it went. I think it was close to 77, which is the worst. Cool. Which is the worst second week drop for a superhero movie. She's like side by side, like stuff like Morbius and the Marvels. Some of like great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And the losses are calculated to be up to $200 million. And that was the second week. The third week is even worse because there was Supergirl and then the Toy Story before, and after that there was Minions, and this week has this week? There's some big ones coming this week. I mean, medium ones, not big ones. But the Super Troopers 3, and the next week has the Odyssey, and then later comes Spider-Man. So this movie is being destroyed. Like, yeah, who had the idea of letting James Gunn making a Supergirl movie? So, no, it wasn't James Gunn. It's like,
yes, it was.
It was?
No.
And there's reports that he clashed with the director and the final cut was Gunn's. And not only that, he's the big boss in the studio. No, yeah. So who let James Gunn make the movie? And worse, who thought it would be a good idea on put this movie like to fight Summer, right? To go like fight the big guys. It's like, no, you're not even close. What was it? What was it that Marvel didn't put up anything this summer yet, right? Spider-Man coming, but there was like some movies, some beginning of the summer movies that they were smart. Like put a little bit before, not quite summer, but like before. This one should be in April, to have a chance, and maybe not even that. But anyways,
yeah. Well, anyway, such a disappointment. Enola Holmes 3, however, has debuted at the top of Netflix movies list. I look forward to that. And Moana. How's Moana doing?
Moana. It's I saw a blurb. Did I put it there or I sent you?
I
sent
did you send me?
I did send you on text. This
oh, yes, you did.
This journalist talking just a blurb. I didn't read the whole thing because it's Moana. We were not expecting much anyways.
It's the same film. Disney just wants you to pay for it again. If you loved the original Moana, or even if you just kind of liked it, there's no reason to recommend this faded live-action Xerox.
Yeah, so faded Xerox. Jeez.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It has the second lowest Rotten Tomato score of any Disney live-action remake.
Yeah, how much? I didn't see.
It's like 30-something%.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the only one that's lower is Pinocchio.
But if it's so much like the original movie and everybody loves the original movie, shouldn't it be higher?
You would think so, except like it's just this is the problem with the remakes. If they're just like the originals, but like somehow worse. This one lacks the vibrance. I did read a really interesting Variety review where the person was using words like majestic to describe Dwayne Johnson's performance as Maui. And like it's vibrant, it's wonderful, and the computer graphics make it better. I'm like, dude, like how much is Disney paying you?
Yeah.
I don't do any of that.
Paid critics.
Yeah, so like and so the music stands up, but like really this is just if it's the same, then what are we doing? This kind of feels like a waste of time.
Yeah, especially
so it's the same thing, but now it's just like Dwayne Johnson's really distracting wig. And if it's different, like why did you change what is already like a really beautiful, well done Disney movie that like holds its own as one of the Disney princess classics?
That's true.
Like what is the point of this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's like adaptation from sort of the same medium, like because animation and live action, they are not quite, but they're really close to be the same medium. It's different than if you adapt a book or a comic book. Or a video game, and you try to make exact the same. In video games, it's shady, but a book or a comic book, and you make exactly the same. It's kudos to you because what we had on the book and the comic book class, it's our imagination, and then you make it alive. You make it alive. So that's different, and that's the irony is when they move from book to live action, and they should do the same. They changed it, and some of the changes are atrocious. As we
some changes you have to make because like going from like a book or a video game to a film, these are really different media, really different ways of telling stories. animation to live action, like there's
Yeah,
still
and that's the
movies.
thing. That's
but
it's almost this like this guy said. It's almost like there's no reason
Exactly.
to make the same because you already have it. So it's like is it really necessary? But yeah, which is different again.
Yeah.
And again, a book, sure, it's a quality to stick to the material, and. Yeah.
I think there's two things here that are going to get in the way of this Moana being successful. One is in order to tell this story, you're going to need a bunch of effects.
That comes this weekend?
Huh?
Is it Moana that comes this weekend?
I think so.
Okay, so that's the other movie I was thinking that would crush Supergirl.
Oh yeah.
Or at least help.
So Moana, like in order to tell this story, you need a whole bunch of effects, and either you're going to invest in doing them practically, and I don't know how you would do like the ocean coming to talk to Moana, like how you do that with practicals. Or you're going to heavily animate it. So right away, like, again, like, is this even a live action if you have to animate so much of it? I don't know. And apparently they did. The other thing, though, is animation, like a fully animated production. Like, animation as a medium allows for a lot of, like, vibrancy and energy and expressiveness. Like, right, because they're cartoons and you have, like, big... It's just, like, all different. It is, like, quite literally animated, right? And then when you come to live action, it all just feels a lot flatter. And I feel like the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action animation is suffering from the same thing. That where the cartoon is like kind of fast, well, not necessarily fast paced, but the pacing's really different. Their expressions, their jokes, their tone of voice is all like this big, and the drum and the emotion is like this big. And then when they brought it to live action, everything just kind of flattened out and slowed down.
It's gravity, right? Because animation, the physics, there's no limit you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have
in live action, you restrain to the physics of the real world, which
but
takes
also
away
like
from
how
something
people
from the
speak
animation.
and the way their faces work and the way sets look. And some of it I think is a failure on the filmmaker's part, but some of it too is just going to be a challenge coming from animation to live action. Like it's just gonna. The one person who did it right was Kenneth Branagh doing Cinderella, where he just really embraced that this is a live action movie. It's a different movie. He told it differently. He played up the live action strengths and he made something that was beautiful, that had nods to the old one, but like legitimately stands alone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But in the end, it's like they own the IP and they want to make more and they make more. Maybe they're gonna make a second one, and maybe the third one will be live action. But if anything, that brings us a question: if you make animation, and then eventually you make live action, and Moana was like 3 days in between animation and live action. But it's like why someone doesn't bring that idea to live action in the first place? Instead of making the first one they made, instead of making that, scratch that. We're never gonna make that. We're gonna make that live action. Why that didn't happen? Well, why is because it's too risky. Because it's a new thing. You're not gonna invest in a live action thing that is new. And Disney doesn't do that anymore. What was the last Disney movie that was like cool, fun, full of special effects that worked?
Oh, that was live action?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't because even the strong properties they have, the Marvel and the Star Wars, are failing. So and those are the ones they will make because in the past they had certain success. But a new one out of the blue, no. They might go. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe if Moana failed, like Snow White failed, they would stop a trend. But that could become a trend that first you animate, it works, then you do live action. But most likely not.
Yeah, but the live action suck because again, animation is a different medium. Like technically they're both movies, but Moana, the story, the characters, the things that happen, it works beautifully animated. I just don't see how it could work convincingly. Anyway. We're beating a dead horse here. The point is, don't waste your time. Go watch the animated one.
We didn't say Moana, just saying.
I know, but just go see that. Go watch the original again. It's so beautiful. It's really lovely. Well done. The Emmys nominations came out this week.
Yes. And people were nominated.
Lots of people were nominated. The Pitt pulled in 25, leading the pack.
Yeah.
Hacks came in with 24.
I don't know what kind of politics they play in there, what kind of bribery they get in there. Because Hacks get all these nominations.
Is it because it's a show like about the industry and they just really love themselves and love the way it's portrayed?
So is the studio.
Know. That's true.
It's because it's the last hurrah and they're gonna give them the. But again, the show was funny. It was interesting, but it's like, is that really the best you can do.
24 nominations.
Well,
That's a lot. Well, we'll see. Widow's Bay came in with 19.
that was spectacular.
That show is so...
That
Oh my
absolutely.
gosh. What a show. What a
Yeah.
show.
To the point that Matthew Rice was nominated for that as a comedy category because the show starts as a comedy. And he was nominated for drama because he does a terrific, scary job on The Beast in Me for Netflix. And he moves from evil to what are you gonna do? We have to make this place in New Hampton.
Yeah.
Martha's
Vineyard.
Vineyard.
Yeah, like the guy, what an actor.
Yeah,
because
he's good.
truly, like within the same year, right? We've got him like terrifying evil. I hate him so much. And here, where you just love the guy, and you want to like give him a hug and help him out.
Yeah,
I'll go to your barbecue. You're working so hard.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he's
man.
good. And talk about like playing safe. How Robert Downey Jr. was cast by Disney to be Doctor Doom when he died as Iron Man. Matthew Rife would be a terrific Doctor Doom.
Oh, word, yes.
Yeah, but
He'd be terrific anything at this point.
yeah.
I'm in. I'm on that bandwagon. Pluribus came in with 18 nominations. Spider Noir got 11 nominations.
Oh, cool.
Kristen Kish got nominated for host and Top Chef. Well, these are some of my favorites. Kristen Kish was nominated for a reality competition host, and Top Chef got nominated for a reality competition. So did Survivor and Jeff Probst.
Yeah.
And Traders and Alan Cumming.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
overall pretty good.
yeah.
DTF St. Louis inexplicably pulled in 13 nominations. That was a garbage can of the show. I don't.
It was. Yeah.
That was annoying.
It was like to the very end we were hoping. It was like, now it's gonna happen. Now it's gonna happen. Now it's gonna happen. You know that moment that things was like, whoa. It never
Now
does.
it's gonna make sense and pay off.
yeah.
Nope, they just dragged you
Yeah.
for the mud for
Yeah,
nothing.
it's like a poop sandwich, and it's like,
Yes.
no, you're gonna eat, but you're gonna get the meat. There's no meat.
No, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
But there were plenty of other shows that really deserved it got nominated.
Yeah. But anyways,
And Mariska Hargitay is gonna be the host.
yes,
A
that's how you say her name.
non-comedian. That's how I say her name.
Okay.
She's having a great year. She got to go to Taylor Swift's wedding, and she's hosting the
Wait until
Emmys.
she hears that.
Okay, well, if Mariska, I apologize. I
Okay.
apologize now. You were great on ER.
But isn't she like on an SVU show?
Yes.
So she's gonna play host. Usually hosts are comedians.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
never
she's
hosted before.
an actor.
It is
She
for
will
sure.
read She will read what's written, right?
She's a professional.
Yeah.
No doubt. But
Okay.
it is certainly a departure.
Okay.
Um,
I mean,
not a bad
if
thing.
she's a good actor, she will do exactly what the paper says, and she will be funny. If
I
the
don't-
paper
that's
is
what
fun.
they want. Do they
If the
want it to
paper
be
is fun.
funny, or do they want to be
Someone just being
something different?
Yeah.
Because it's not like people are loving these shows.
That's true. The
you
people,
know.
some of the people that are allegedly funny on the last,
Yeah.
they were not funny at all. So maybe they are
Let's
moving.
go a different direction.
Yeah, going to a more classy direction.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Nobody's watching these anymore, anyway.
Okay, Microsoft laid off 4,800 people, but they pinky promise, they're not being replaced by AI.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. Sony's decision to kill PlayStation physical discs inspired a petition that has over 170,000 signatures. It's not like the government; they can ignore it if they want.
That's one thing about this number. That's not players. That's not human people. Those are the sales people. The people that sell, the distributors,
Okay.
the shops.
I wondered why it was so
107
small.
Exactly. Because
Okay.
it's like it's like you destroying our businesses. And it's like there's this line on Bonhoeffer show that I can't remember if it was credited to a pastor, but I heard the line before, right? I said nothing when they came for physical movies, right? I said nothing when they came for physical video games, and then wait until they come to the yeah. So that's people the shops, the sales, the distributors, because us consumers are super pissed too.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Because we pay good money for physical, and we pay a lot of money for physical.
Yeah.
And then they want us to pay the same amount of money for something that doesn't exist. It's digital.
It's ridiculous.
And they can take away anytime.
Yeah, and you'll never be able to trade it in
Yeah.
or share with a friend or pass on to your kids. I have a
Also, servers. If the servers died, my games are still here. The digital ones. God.
How this? I have a couple of my piano students. They're these really sweet brothers, but their dad is like so committed to teaching them the classics, and they play like Nintendo 64 and Wii games all the time because he still has them. He's had them for years.
And it still works, yeah.
And they still work, yeah. And it's just like the sweetest thing because they'll come in and be like, "Have you heard of Nintendo 64?" Yes, I have.
Yeah. And
Don't
it's
cook the cheap
sharing.
magic to me.
It's sharing his childhood with their childhood.
It's like generational now. Anyway, we have thoughts. None of them are good. Bonnie Tyler has passed away at the age of 75.
Yeah, if you don't know Bonnie Tyler.
I know the songs. I didn't know her name. I'm
Turn
sorry.
around every night and
like you don't know her.
Turn around. Total Eclipse of the Heart
There you
singer.
go.
And I'm holding up for a hero. Right? I'm holding up for a hero. She has all the songs. But those are like the ones that everybody knows.
hits,
I mean, everybody.
Again, know the song, didn't know the artist. It was a whole thing yesterday.
Yes.
Our condolences to the family.
She made our lives fun and happy. May she rest in peace and blessings to the family.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Naruto has started a worldwide casting search for live action leads.
Which is funny because watching this new Avatar, last time I've been to live action season 2 on Netflix. There's a character that is Avatar. There is Naruto. He has it's a girl.
It's actually like really unclear. I think it's a girl.
But on the show.
I think it's a girl.
Okay, so she has or he has the character the little, I don't know what they call that, the plate.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it has the Naruto things. I was like, Anyways,
subtle nod there.
They looking for live action Naruto characters.
Yeah. So if you're really good at that, he runs with his arms behind him, right?
Yeah.
That Naruto run.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you can run like that, this is your time to shine. Your time to shine.
We should ask Holland to try to do the Naruto.
Oh my gosh. The Holland memes.
Oh man.
I'll almost make up for the fact
that,
that
and he should do the Sophie Cunningham. Just to remind you that the World Cup is still on. The quarterfinals.
Yeah.
The quarterfinals are on.
Today and tomorrow.
France step up, beat Morocco, and is gonna move to the semifinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Megan's spinoff Soulmate.
Yeah.
Is skipping the theaters.
About the sex doll. Yeah. Right. Megan was a toy.
Companion toy.
And this one is a sex toy. They do have like a scene or another on the Megan movies that you see the prototype to the side. So it's been released on stream.
Yep. Justin Bieber is joining Madonna, Shakira, and BTS on the first ever FIFA World Cup final halftime show.
Yeah, they needed a Canadian. I guess they had Shakira, who is all Latinos.
Yes, all Latinos are the same.
On the host is Mexico. They had Madonna, who is American, and represents the America host. We needed a Canadian. They had BTS.
Just everybody loves.
Which
global sensation.
They thought it was very Canadian, but now they have a legit Canadian, Mr. Bieber.
The Biebs. Okay, and just a couple fun little things. There's a Japanese escape room that has their participants wear a bomb collar.
Yeah.
It'll actually shock you.
It shocks them, yeah.
That's intense. You don't need to go that hard.
The big Japanese people.
Oh my goodness. And this, what a bright spot. Dolly Parton has a musical.
Yes.
And the
she has several musicals if you go to Dollywood, right?
Oh, the shows have always been a highlight at Dollywood.
But now it's going to Broadway. And it's called Dolly.
A true original musical.
Yeah.
And it's about her life. And the Broadway opening is her 81st birthday.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's cool. So yeah, if you're in New
York
or
about
in
the
the
coat
area,
of many colors.
or if you dare go to that place, you could go check Dolly.
Support Dolly.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it. Oh yeah, Dolly's her charity Imagination Library was one that Travis and Taylor donated to, and she did this whole thank you video, and it's just really sweet.
Yeah, the weddings. Adam Sandler was the
efficient,
the host, and one of the things I just saw in the news. It's not like I follow I do follow Sandler, but it's not like I follow Taylor Swift related news. But it's like it was all over the news.
Yeah, no, this is when you have to live under a rock
Yeah.
to not know what happened.
And it's just people do. But anyways, he told them, one of the consuls, he told her, was like, kiss every opportunity you can, kiss each other. Which is like, which I thought was a great counsel.
Yeah.
Especially because those celebrity marriages don't last long, so maybe.
But he's one. Adam Sandler shines when he is with his family and talking about his family and telling stories about
Sandler. I'm
families.
talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like he's an example of like a celebrity
Yeah.
in a world where with like full of toxic relationships and broken families and messed up marriages. He's one who's made something last.
Oh yeah,
and made something really special.
And he, as a producer, he's like every movie he kisses the girl, and the girl is always like gorgeous girl.
Oh yeah, no, he casts great leading ladies for himself, and also his wife in the movie.
It's there. It's just watching.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how weird they are if she's telling the co-stars, no, kiss him this way, and grabs him and kisses it. You know.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but he's a man who is successful not in spite of his family, but because of his family.
Yes.
Now his daughters are doing great things. What was that college one that was hysterical?
What?
With the roommate?
What?
His daughter.
Oh, it's called Roommates, was it? No.
Was it?
I think it's called
I already
Roommates.
forgot. But like he's doing good things, and his kids are doing good things. Anyway.
They learn in the craft, they're doing well. Yeah.
So when he gives marriage advice, you should probably
listen. It's not like some
listen.
other Nepo babies. Did I send you the thing about the World Cup and how like almost
all
every
these
team
sons.
have a kid?
Yeah, Holland's
even
dad.
Zidane has a kid. He don't even play for France. He's playing for Algeria, something like that. But anyways, that's it for this week.
Yeah.
We come back next week for more pop culture news, entertainment. Gonna watch the Odyssey and see how is it. I'm gonna let you know. You're gonna compare that to the great Netflix show, Troy. Have all seen it? No, we're not. Anyways, we come back next week. More pop culture news, entertainment. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.